Guys, I'm officially done with this skirt.
What?
And I just feel like it's gonna look good. I hope. So, yeah. What do we think? You know, sometimes when you do something the first time, it's just gonna have holes. Go definitely watch it if you haven't seen it, because if you haven't seen it, like, what are you even doing here? Like, this is part 3. What are you talking about? Hey guys, this is probably the first video it's gonna be in my third part video about me making the Premi skirt. It's crazy, I know. I just posted the first and second part, so I'm excited to see how you like it, guys. I hope you do, because there has been some peril with editing that. Like, I have spent hours and hours of my life making that, and I hope that you enjoy it, because I'd be sad otherwise. But also, seeing as another such video is coming out, like, if you didn't like it, I would be like, what am I supposed to do now? But very funny. I know this is the first video in a Premi skirt video, but I just got to talk about the bolero I'm just making now that I mentioned in the last part. So, also, if you're seeing this and you haven't seen part 1 or part 2, what are you even doing here? Go there. Go watch it. Now. Please. I mean, it probably makes sense because I'll be referencing stuff from those videos, so just go watch it. Do yourself a kindness. Anyway, I feel like the crochet gods are mad at me for some reason. I don't know if it is because I learned to knit and now I'm kind of course I'm spending less time crocheting than I was before because I'm also knitting, but they're angry at me, guys. I don't know why. Because look at this. I'm making the bolero, yeah? And I've just finished the 2 panels, which I'm really happy about, obviously, because I literally, like, the last time I talked to you about the bolero, guys, was when I had just like 1 panel done and was starting the second one. But while editing it and like watching the videos one last time and stuff, I just finished the bolero, which I was really surprised. So if you're looking for a really short summer friendly crochet project that's going to be like finished really quickly and is just enjoyable to make the bolero maybe. I'll link the tutorial down below once again. It's called the Pixie bolero and I love it, especially the first version. Now I'm making the second version. But so I actually finished the second panel like really quickly, like in a day or something, which is really cool. But tell me why. Why does it look like this? Like, seriously. This is the first panel I made, and this is the second panel I made. Why is this one like, why is the first one like a frame for it? Like, why is it so small? I mean, I don't know. I made the same stitch count at the beginning. I chained the same amount of stitches, same amount of chains. I made the same amount of rows. I used the same crochet hook and same yarn. What? What has happened? Like, seriously. I don't understand. But then again, yeah, maybe if I, you know, stretch it a bit, it's gonna be fine. Guys, I'm officially done with this skirt. Like, seriously. This is me trying it on after I've kind of finished it. But, you probably maybe saw some of the videos that, I added buttons to the skirt. I added them 2 different ways because I was hopeful. First off, well, first when I was adding the buttons, I tried to do it according to the pattern. Then I just decided that it was totally bonkers and I was not gonna do that their way because I just felt it was just making even more space. It was making the band even wider than it was, even though there's like no reason for it. Like, wherever I wear it is just too wide in the band part, so I was just like, okay, I'm not doing that. Then I decided to literally just crochet on the buttons. I'm happy with that because I use this technique, which is sometimes used when you work with crochet and beading, for example, where you have like beads already threaded onto your yarn, and then when you want to pick up a bead, you just pick it up and crochet along. I don't know if you know what I mean. I think if you've seen it, you know. If you haven't, I'm sorry, but I just crocheted on the buttons because I'm really too lazy to like sew them on. I just feel like that's too much of a hassle and I trust crochet more. First I crocheted them directly, like straightly onto the seam, and I didn't even do buttonholes because this crochet pattern, it's you can just stick it through a stitch and it's fine. That was too wide. Then I just made the diagonal kind of thing that I showed you before, where I just like folded over one part of a seam to make it a bit slimmer here. I did like a diagonal seam, so, like crocheted on the buttons diagonally. That didn't help much. Like I thought I was done, but it looked wonky, and um, when like I jumped up and down or did anything, the skirt just went down. Like not totally, but like little by little it just went down, and I was just not happy with it. I'm still not sure if I'm happy with it. I feel like the shape is really random, and well, you know, when I finished my Premi skirt, I was just excited about it. Like I loved it. This skirt is just, I don't know. So what I've done now is I've decided I'm done with a fucking seam. I'm not happy with the seam. So I closed up the seam, and that's how it is now. Obviously it's still too big right now in the waistband, but my plan is now to block it so that it's possibly more flowy. And then once I block it and see how big it is and everything, I am probably going to crochet elastic thread around the waistband. I'm thinking like at the top, in the middle, and at the bottom of a band, probably, to make it tighter so that I can actually wear it and not be scared of it sliding down. And I hope I'm just gonna achieve more of what I wanted with this skirt, like have it actually sit where I wanted it or anything, but I'm kind of thinking this is kind of a fail, guys. I mean, I've kind of seen it coming. Like, during making the skirt, I feel like, you know, the photo on the pattern is really pretty, and I thought it would be pretty, but I just feel like I don't know if I'm gonna wear this skirt, because I feel like it's just this random shape that doesn't really complement my body, and I mean, we'll see if the elastic band fixes anything, but I don't know if I'm gonna be wearing this, which is really sad because I made all of this, right? But we'll see. I'm going to block it. Hi. So there's been a few days in the middle of filming. So I'm just here with my cold brew. What's happening right now? I am knitting my Premi skirt. This is it right here. Not so majestic yet. I know, but I'm finishing up. I'm doing like the last 2 rows, and then I can cast off, and then I'll probably try it on and then block it. And I also have to sew in the elastic band. I already have it in, but I don't have it sewed together, so I should do that. Yeah, so I've been doing that. Some updates about the Premi skirt. So this is what it's looking like right now. It's a bit chaotic because it's still on the needles. I've already finished with the line, so it's just in a random ball here. I don't know why I didn't cut it off yet. It's like terrible because I always wind it up like this, and then it always just unwinds and goes like stupid places and kind of just gives me trouble, but I just wasn't around scissors lately, so I just leave it. Oh, I thought that I would do the lime stripes, like more of them, like more till the end, but I just ran out of the lime. As you saw, I just have like a teeny tiny bit, and I wasn't trusting it to be enough for 2 rounds because it's already so humongous. So I just decided not to do any more of the lime stripes and go back to the brown, which I was confident I was just gonna have enough of a brown because I ordered 3 balls of a brown, and I feel I just am using the first one, to be honest. But it's okay. I ordered more of a brown on purpose because I feel like this cotton brown is just like a good kind of basic to have in your stash, because if you want to like make something, it's like a good neutral color to combine things, I guess. So I'm totally fine with having 2 extra balls. And I actually think that it was a great decision because I feel like it looks so good now. Like, it's, I mean, I still have to try it on, but the point is, it is getting much more of a look of like the picture, in the sense that it's actually a brown skirt but with some stripes. I feel like, because that's the look I really loved. I didn't really want it to be like purely just stripes throughout the whole thing. And I feel like this is actually stopping with the lime earlier was just helping with that, because now I have quite a stripe of brown right here. And I just feel like it's gonna look good. I hope. Also, I'm really wondering about the fit because I haven't tried it on since trying it on last, which you would see in my previous video. But I haven't tried it on, and I will see how I feel about it when I try it on. But I feel like it could be pretty. But I'm really interested about the fit because obviously with the previous version that I finished, the second version, you could see these like triangles sticking out at the sides, which first I was kind of anxious about, but then I was like, it's actually fine and it looks good, so it's fine. And I'm just curious to see how it's gonna look on the large, because obviously the large was just not the size for me to make. So I hope it's kind of more flowy and doesn't have like even bigger random triangles sticking out. I hope it's gonna be more flowy because it's just bigger. So we'll see. Also, with the Rosalina skirt, I blocked it. I have tried it on, actually. I blocked it and it's looking much better, guys. I'm so surprised. Like, when I tried it on last, I think I got it on video, I was feeling very like down in the dumps, because I felt like, which did not help with the previous videos coming out as well, but I was feeling really down in the dumps because I felt like it just looked really weird on me. But when I blocked it, I just stretched it out a lot in like the lower parts. Obviously not the waistband, because I already the waistband is not ideal, but I stretched out the lower part, and then I also stretched it out in length. I don't know why I just did it, and I feel like, I actually think I tried it on. Did I? I have no idea, but it just looks so much better. And now I've gained hope, guys, because I'm feeling like if I crochet along the band with like elastic thread, then it could get that churred look maybe when you get like in some tops or like skirts or something, and it could potentially look really good if I have like the band shirt and then the rest look as it looks. I feel like it's actually gone to be a skirt that I might potentially actually wear, which I'm surprised, because really when I did the previous try on and stuff, I just felt like, yeah, I just made something I will never use and I have like nothing to do with it. But so I'm feeling more positive on that note. Also, I just wanted to say that the bolero I was making, I blocked it and everything, it's done blocking, but I just haven't been able to crochet the 2 panels together. I don't know why. I mean, I just haven't done it yet at all, and it just lies here now next to the Rosalina skirt, but it's also yet to be finished, and it's just like this ironing board has just become the board of unfinished projects. But it's gonna be fine. Also, the bolero is freaking me out because you definitely saw it on video. I made the 2 panels. For some reason, they're both different sizes. I don't know why. I feel like I did everything right, but I blocked them, really stretched out one of them to try and make it bigger, which I think it is bigger now, but it's still smaller than the previous one. So I just hope when I crochet the two panels together, it's gonna look okay. I hope so, because otherwise I'm just kind of sad. But yeah. So yeah. What do we think, guys? What do we think? I think it's gorgeous. I mean, I'm yet to try it on also. Why is it like exactly for my shoulders? Maybe it should just be a poncho. I mean, I feel like what I was saying with the brown earlier, with it being more like the pattern, I mean, it kind of is, but at the same time, I feel like in the pattern, the stripes are just lower. A bit. Like there's like a bigger space at the top and then like less of a space at the bottom with the brown, but I feel like it looks gorgeous. So also I feel like with the enormous waistband that I was being scared about, literally just the band helped. But it's still not so dull. I still have just this, like a safety pin holding it on. Also, note to self, I have to remember when I cast on, because I still feel like I'm gonna do it. When I cast on the third version of a Premi skirt, I have to remember to leave a longer end at the beginning when I cast on, because I just have this where I started to, right? Which wouldn't be a problem normally, because you can just like weave it in, but it's really helpful if you're making the Premi skirt. Remember this, because it's really helpful to have like a longer end here. That was a stitch marker stuck to my knee. It's just helpful to have a longer end at the beginning, because then you want to sew up the hole that you left for like to put the band in. And like in the second version of a Premi skirt that I made, I feel like the end that I left was just like not long enough, but not too short either. It was just like, I kind of sewed it in, but it wasn't ideal. And then this one, it was just like so short, I feel like I won't be even able to sew it in, which like it isn't such a problem. I feel like you can still just have a little hole there, because it's just like a little hole and it doesn't do anything, and it's on the inside so you won't see it. But it would be nice to have a longer tail, so I hope I remember to do that when I cast on. If I cast on, probably will cast on. And I'm off to try it on and sew the rubber band in place and go block it, so that I can add a third thing that I've blocked and not finished. But then again, when I block this, it will be finished, so at least one thing. What do you think, guys? Okay, so I have sewed in the rubber band and it is perfect, guys. I'm so happy. I love it. I love it. So I'm yet to block it. Keep that in mind. And I am yet to weave in all the ends. That's why these are randomly going off. But I mean, don't you love it? Don't you love it? I do love it. I absolutely love it. I think it's perfect. What can I say? What can I say, really? I mean, honestly, I'm just like confused, because of course it's a different fit. It's a different fit than the second version that I made. First version, second version, I don't know. The blue and white version. It's a bit of a different fit. Like, I feel like the blue and white version is actually the fit that you're supposed to get while making that skirt. Like, that one looked like the inspo photos, actually. This one is 2 sizes larger, and you can definitely see that. I mean, I'm surprised, but you can't really see like the
belt bunch up really, even though there's like the rubber band, it doesn't really bunch up, which I'm happy with. And I feel like you can definitely see that here it's just much more taken in than here. Like you can see that it's bigger around me. But right now when I'm looking at it, I don't mind it so much. Obviously there's like the sides are a bit, you know, poking out, but I'll see how it looks after I block it. I'm trusting that the blocking will do magic. I don't know. That's the only thing. Like when you look now at this, I'm like, what is this? But obviously this is the edge where I like started the row each time, so it's a bit wonky, so I'll just have to stretch that out in blocking and just hope it's gonna be more flowy. I also wanted to say, that in the blue and white version, you obviously see a very big dip here, and I feel like the stripes are much more uneven in that version than in this version, but for some reason now, I feel like there's a big drop here as well. Also, only thing that I'm quite sad about is for some reason I have these holes here and here, which is really sad, but I feel like I just haven't been able to avoid that. Like, I've had it in the other version as well, just not that big. I feel like that one is better. But keep in mind, this is the first version that I ever cast on, ever read the pattern and stuff before I ran out of the yarn. So I guess, you know, sometimes when you do something the first time, it's just gonna have holes, you know, it's gonna have gaps and, you know, imperfections. But like right now when I'm looking at it, I'm just happy, and I feel like it's a bit of a bigger version, but I feel like it's pretty, and I feel like I am gonna wear it, which is the success part. I mean, like, I feel like even if in the end it doesn't end up being the absolute perfect fit and I feel like, oh, that's kind of awkward, I just feel like in the end I can always just wear it as like an at-home skirt, you know, where it doesn't really matter if it's perfect or not. Yeah, so I'm excited about this.
Also, what I just want to say is some thoughts that are running through my head. I've been looking up lots of patterns for lots and lots of stuff, mostly knitting, but also crochet. Just stuff that has been popping up on my feed, and I just want to say that I have it all saved in this beautiful collage, so I have everything there. But I've just been thinking about like how much you have to buy patterns or like, you know, stuff like that. Because obviously once you start buying patterns, knitting, crocheting, fiber arts in general can become quite pricey. And I've just been thinking like, do you need a pattern for everything? Obviously you don't, but you know, if for example, if there's like a really simple looking project that you feel like you could recreate alone based on your own skills, like shouldn't you just do that? Then of course there's the hassle of figuring it out yourself versus just like buying the pattern and having to pay, but maybe it being easier for you. I feel like each of us just has to kind of think about that ourselves and try to figure out what our priorities are around that. But I've just been thinking about making these skirts, you know. First of all, I feel like if you buy patterns, it's a great thing to just knit the same pattern multiple times. Also in the sake of learning, but also because like you've already bought it, so why not use it more? But also in the sake of learning, you know, because I feel like right now, if I wanted to knit a skirt that wasn't necessarily like this A-line shape or with the increases on the sides, I feel like I could do a pretty good job, because I feel like I could use, for example, the waistband part at like the German short rows and like just the beginning. And then if I just wanted to make it more of like a round skirt or make it more of, you know, a bit of a different skirt or just like a straight tube, I feel like I could just use that beginning and make my very own skirt that would fit well, just be a tiny bit different, and you know, I'd be utilizing a pattern and my creativity. And I feel like that's just like a good idea of how to do things, obviously in the fiber arts, because I feel like, you know, sometimes you can find patterns. For example, take summer tops. Okay, I've been looking at patterns for summer tops, which are really pretty, but I feel like some of them can, especially the crochet ones, can just get really similar really quickly. Like oftentimes there's like so much of the same kind of crochet top, just like with a tiny bit of a different design, tiny bit of a different stitch or something, and suddenly it's marketed as something else, which obviously, because it's from a different creator, obviously it's something else. But I'm just saying, like, if you want to make such tops, maybe you should just like buy one of the patterns and then just, you know, make small adjustments to make different versions and be more creative around it, you know? So that's just an idea I'm playing with. But yeah, so I'm going to block this. I mean, I guess the positive note on this heat is that when you block something, it's dry in like 3 seconds. So that's good. But actually first I'll weave in the ends, then I'll block it. I have a question for you guys. Are you a person that first weaves in your ends and then blocks it, or the other way around? Because I just have to weave in my ends before I block anything. I just feel like that's like my, I don't know, that's just like a rule written in my head. I just can't, I just have to do that. Otherwise I just had to. I just have to. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm happy then the skirt is finished. I am trying to persuade myself to finish the whips on my ironing board, but we'll get to that someday because I obviously have to cast on the third version. Also, I'm playing around with the idea of maybe not casting on right away and instead sewing the smaller version of Daisy bag, the Daisy bag that I showed you in a previous video, talked about it in a previous video, and an updated video actually. So definitely go watch that. I feel like that was a fun video. For some reason no one's watching it, but I feel like it's a fun video, so just go watch it, okay? Not me talking to myself totally. But I feel like I should make that because that's something that I really want to make, but I just have been putting it off. And I feel like I should just motivate myself because we are probably going to go on some trips with my family this week, and it would be a good way to motivate myself to just make this bag if I told myself that if I make it now, I can then take it on the trips and be like super chic and cool and everything. So I might do that. And also, obviously, sewing is something I can do at home and not when we're away. But I can take like the third version of a Premi skirt away with me, so maybe I should sew now.
What do you think, guys? So this is the bolero I've been telling you about, and this is the first time I'm trying it on. I think I'm a bit confused because I'm so used to the other version of the bolero that I made that just like effortlessly works that I didn't really remember what the fit is supposed to look like for some reason, but I feel like this is good. I feel like it's not bad. The only problem is that I feel like the back is kind of, I mean, now the back is alright, but then in the front this is kind of making me choke, and then it's a bit shorter in the front. So let me try and turn it around. So this is like the back side in the front, and yeah, I think I can't wear this in the front, but also I kind of am being thrown off by these two like rows. I really hate how it's repeated here, so I am not gonna be wearing it like this. I'm gonna be wearing it the other way because obviously this is even shorter in the back then. So I feel like it looks good like this. I actually accidentally pinned this panel like upside down, like having the dark part at the top. So actually the pattern is upside down here, but I actually prefer it like this. I feel like it's actually much more pretty like this. I feel like if I had this really dark stripe down here, it would just bring lots of weight to it. Like this is just like, you know, you can see where it starts and then it's just flowy. So I'm going to crochet it together, and noticing the pattern. I want to say that you don't understand how comfy this is, guys. Like I feel like this is even better than the previous one I made. I mean, I love the previous one I made. I feel like maybe color-wise and stuff. But this is really comfortable. This is like really, this is what's supposed to warm you up, you know, when you're like going somewhere in the evening and it's cold out and you just need to throw something on. Then this is really, it's like a blanket. I crocheted together, so this is how it's looking, and I think it's really good. I kind of talked about this already, but I'm gonna recap it in case you missed that. Maybe if I was in another video, I don't know. But basically in the tutorial for the bolero, you don't have it crocheted together around the sides, but you have buttons so that you can unbutton it and wear it in like a different style. But when I made my initial first bolero, I just accidentally put the buttons in a different position than I should have. Therefore, I just can't wear it the other way. But I don't mind, I love it like this. And because I'm lazy and don't really want to find good buttons and everything and have to sew them on and everything, I just decided that I'm going to crochet it together because I wear it like this anyway. So this is what I did. This is how it's looking. The only thing I am thinking is I think I might reblock it, because if you see the sleeves, the sleeves here are just kind of you see they're not, I feel like they could be a bit more flowy, and I feel like if I block it with the crochet now, it's gonna be cute. So I feel like I'm happier with this than I thought I would be. I was stressing a bit about the colors, about the yarn, because I just didn't think I'd like the striped look, because it just turned out looking very striped. But I like it actually. And the good thing is, the kind of weird striping at the back is in the back, so it is officially not my problem. It is everyone else's problem. This is the final product. So this is the Premi skirt, dried, blocked, dried. And I can't tell you guys, I feel like this is gorgeous actually. I don't know what to say. Like I don't know what to say, because I feel like the other version, the blue and white version, is also like perfect. And this one too. So it's like 2 sizes bigger, but I still feel like I'm gonna wear this so much, and it's just so gorgeous and everything. I'm just like really happy with it. Hi guys, so I have started actually knitting a third version of a previous skirt, as I speak about in my previous video. I have to say that I had quite a mental breakdown, because I wasn't sure if I should start, or actually the thing is, I started the third version, and for some reason, I don't know, I feel like I've knitted twice and it hasn't happened to me yet, but on the third time, I just cast on the stitches, knitted like pretty much most of a waistband, and the whole thing was kind of turned in on itself. It was just kind of twisted, and I couldn't untwist it, and it was just so sad. So I just had to, I had to just like watch as my work just went away. So that's very sad. And then I had this big dilemma of like, am I gonna start doing the third version or not? I don't know. I was really contemplating my options, because I was already thinking like,
Do I need a third version? I mean, like, I've already knitted 2 great versions that I love. Maybe I should not make a third version. Wouldn't that be like a waste? Maybe that's just like, I don't need 3 skirts, you know? And I was just doubting that. And then I had this horrible, to be realistic with you guys, I had this horrible kind of half of a day when I just couldn't decide what I was going to make, what I was going to do. And I really wanted to be creative. I really wanted to knit or make something. And I just couldn't decide what I was going to make. If I was going to start this or sew something or do something completely different. I was just like, the more I thought about it, the more I just felt frustrated. So that was not nice. But anyway, in the end, for some reason, I just decided to go back to the Premi skirt and make a third version after all. And so I've been doing that. And I have to tell you, this is what it's looking right now. Yeah, it's just a whip. But I have to say, I'm really contemplating my choices once again, because I'm really doubting the color combo that I chose. You know, when I thought of this color combo, I was just like, you can see in my previous video, I was so proud of it. I was like, oh my god, no one has thought of this like color combo. It's gonna be so cool and so amazing. And I've like discovered this new color combination that no one really wears. And then I started knitting the stripes, and I was like, is this just like disgusting? I was like, oh my god, of course no one does this color combination because it looks horrible, like, obviously. And I was like, okay, so am I just gonna frog it again? Am I just gonna, what am I supposed to do? Or am I supposed to continue and then discover that I have a really ugly skirt for some reason? And I made 2 beautiful skirts before and just decided to make a third ugly one for no reason. So yeah, but then I showed my mom, and like, as a desperate measure, I was like, look what I'm doing, and I'm just so scared. I showed my mom, and she said, no, I think it's gonna be okay. I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna look nice. Continue. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm just continuing, hoping that in the end I see what I saw in it before. But I'm just scared of it turning out a bit fugly. But you know, I feel like that's the saddest thing. Like, imagine doing the pattern wrong first because you just did the sizing wrong, then figuring it out, having everything perfect, and then when you literally have a formula for everything and you have figured out everything, you just mess up the colors. Isn't that like such a stupid mistake to do? Like, I don't know. So anyway, I'm just taking it slow and knitting away at this, and we'll see. Also, I'm knitting it in a size extra small, so I'm interested in how that's gonna go. Hi everyone. So I feel like you're gonna kill me if I say I have some updates for you guys one more time, but I just gotta say, because this video has been a roller coaster. I feel like with all the things I'm doing this summer right now, like before, I have to say, before when I started making my videos, I didn't have that much going on. But right now, the summer has really like kind of bloomed and I have just so much going on. And I have to say that I'm just really tired from everything. And filming videos has just been kind of a thing that, you know, I didn't really want to jump into because I've already been tired. And on top of that, talking, you know, thinking of what I'm gonna say. So it's been a bit of a hassle, but I have a good feeling. I have not reviewed the footage for this video yet, but I have a good feeling that
I'm running out of time, and I probably already have so much footage that I will never get to the end of it. So I'm wrapping up this video, and I want to say, you might be thinking that I am making or have made the third version of a Premi skirt. Now, Premi skirt. Yeah, I just realized I might have been mispronouncing it the whole time, but the thing is, I really thought I was gonna make it. I really thought that it would be great and cool, and you can see in the previous video, which I really think you have watched if you're so far into this video already. I just really thought that the color combination for a third version would be just like groundbreaking and just like so cool and great and everything. And as I told you in the last kind of video where I talked about stuff, gave you an update. I was not sure about the colors anymore and stuff, but that's not the main thing. I feel like I would have kept on knitting even if the colors, you know, I feel like with the colors, I was like 50% of the time I was like happy with them, and 50% of the time I was like, what the hell am I doing? But I think I would have finished. The thing is, I just got to thinking, and I thought that I just told myself, you know, I already have 2 great skirts. I'm wearing one, by the way. I'm wearing one of them. Can you see? Okay, so this is the first/second version, because obviously I finished it before the first, but it was the second one I started making. But obviously you know all of that lore. But you know, I was just thinking, I already have 2 great Premi skirts, which I love. They both have a different fit, but I love both of them. And I was just thinking that do I really need a third one? And I was just thinking, you know, like, am I gonna wear it? Like, I mean, I love the one, but you know, I love the 2 of them that I have finished. But I was just, I started feeling about it a bit, like, in terms, I just felt like consumerism core, you know, and I just thought that I should not finish it just for the sake of, you know, because also I wasn't really excited about it anymore. You know, I feel like the first and the second version I was excited because I was really chasing that idea of having the perfect primary skirt, you know, because I really liked it in the photos. So I was really excited about it. The first time, obviously, because I was making it the first time. The second time because I thought I was actually making the best version, which I think I was. But then with the third version, since I had already kind of figured it out and made a good version, well, I really love both versions actually in the end. Like, you know, I wasn't, obviously I had doubts and I was scared that the lime version would not fit perfectly, but it fits great. Like, it's great, it's comfortable. So I'm gonna wear both of them. And so then in the end I just had no motivation left for a third one really. And I was just making it for the sake of making it. And then in the end I feel like the only reason I was making it was because I really wanted to prove to myself that the color combination would look good in the end. Like, as I had, you know, the same vision that I had. I just wanted to prove to myself it would look good. But I wasn't excited about it. And I was like, and of course I, you know, look at like reels on Instagram, and obviously, to be honest, Instagram is a big inspiration for me. And you know, I watch all of these Instagram videos, seeing people show off their handmade sweaters, or like, you know, things they've crocheted or sewed or knitted or anything. And I was like, I just really want to be excited about the things I make, as I always am. And so I was like, I'm ditching this. And it's really sad because I worked and reworked the third version. Well, I wasn't like finished. I was like a third way through, you know, a third through, or I don't know, fourth maybe. There was a bit sad frogging it, but I frogged it, and I just decided that I'm not gonna do that, and that I'm gonna save that yarn for another time. I am a bit scared, but this will mean, but the yarn is going to be laying in my stash for a very long time because, you know, I've already used it, so I won't have that rush to use it again. But what I cast it on instead of that is really exciting, guys. I bought the daisy dress pattern. I think it's called the daisy dress. And yeah, it's gorgeous, guys. I'm excited. I mean, I'm really hoping that it turns out good. Again, like the photos, because I just love it. And I'm just thinking, like, I need to have such a dress for myself. Of course, I'm a bit scared of it being weather confused, because what if it's too warm for the summer, too cold for the rest of the year? I don't know, but I am making it with cotton yarn, okay? And the yarn I chose is this humongous ball of yarn, which is this. I wish you could see the colors more. Obviously, I chose a really stupid time of day to film this. It's kind of like, I don't know, but I think it's gorgeous. It has this like turquoise and some brown in the middle and stuff, and it's just fascinating, and it's really humongous. So obviously my dream come true is if it was enough for the whole dress. Obviously it's not gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be, and I might have to order another one, but I feel like max is gonna be like 2 balls. It couldn't be more. It couldn't be. I'm like, it's so much yarn in this, so I'm excited about making that. So I really want to thank everyone for their support. I really want to thank my 8 subscribers. At the moment it's 8 subscribers, and I have to say, literally I just have to stop checking the analytics of my account, seriously, because each time I just don't check it for a longer period, something great happens. Like each time I check it like every day or something, nothing. It's always like nothing moves, and I'm like, oh no, no one's liking anything. And then once I like don't look for a day or like a few days, like suddenly lots of people come in and watch everything, and I'm like, oh my god. So maybe I should be a bit more chill about this, which I kind of promised myself before starting this account. Of course it's not going according to plan. I mean, it's me, but you know. But I just wanted to say I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me. This video has been a roller coaster. I am thinking of naming this video an overthinker, nest the Premi skirt, crochets the Rosalina skirt. What else have I done in this video? I have definitely had at least another thing that I was talking about. Oh yes, crochets the bolero, poncho, whatever, throw over. I'm so happy I have my 8 subscribers and 8 subscribers, but I love you guys. I'm so happy that you're here. So I'm happy about that. I feel like this video is gonna be so long. So long. So thanks for being in my room with me, and I am looking forward to seeing you again. I am looking forward to another video, and I hope we reunite there once again. So